why you bond instantly with certain people. The psychology of emotional depth. Have you ever met someone for the first time and within minutes, it felt like you'd known them for years? There was no effort, no small talk, no performance, just an immediate sense of ease, familiarity, and trust. Meanwhile, you can spend years around other people and still feel emotionally distant. Why does that happen? Why do some connections feel instant and undeniable, while others never quite form? No matter how much time you invest? This isn't coincidence. It isn't luck. It certainly isn't magic. It's psychology. In this video, we're going to explore why you bond instantly with certain people, what those connections reveal about your inner world, and how emotional depth quietly determines who feels like home to you and who never will. 1. Emotional resonance. When nervous systems recognize each other, instant connection doesn't start in the mind. It starts in the nervous system. Before words are exchanged, your body is already asking one question: am I safe here? When two people share similar emotional rhythms, similar levels of sensitivity, self-awareness, or emotional regulation, their nervous systems synchronize quickly. This is called emotional resonance. You feel it as calm instead of tension, curiosity instead of judgment, openness instead of guardedness. That why conversation flows so effortlessly with certain people. Your system isn't on alert. Don't need to protect yourself. This often happens between people who have done emotional work, faced adversity, and reflected on it. Learn to sit with discomfort instead of avoiding it. Depth recognizes depth. And here's the key insight. You're not bonding with who they pretend to be. You're bonding with who they actually are beneath the surface. Point 2. Shared emotional language. Understanding without explanation. Another reason some bonds feel instant is shared emotional language. This isn't about having the same opinions, hobbies, or background. It's about interpreting the world in a similar emotional way. When you say something vulnerable and they don't flinch, when you joke about pain and they understand the humor beneath it, when silence doesn't feel awkward but meaningful, you don't have to over-explain yourself. That's because people with emotional depth tend to read between the lines, sense unspoken feelings, respond with nuance instead of surface level reactions. This creates a rare experience. It's being understood without translation. And once you've felt that, surface connections start to feel exhausting. 3. Familiar wounds. The quiet pull of shared experience, sometimes instant. Bonds form not because of similarity, but because of shared wounds. People who have experienced emotional neglect, loss, rejection, or deep transitions often recognize each other intuitively, not consciously, but energetically. There's a subtle recognition. You've been there too. This doesn't mean trauma bonding. Healthy instant connections don't revolve around pain. They arise from what you learned from it. Growth creates gravity. When two people have turned pain into insight, compassion, or self-awareness, they speak the same unspoken language. Their presence feels grounding rather than draining, and this is important. You're not bonding over what hurt you, you're bonding over how you healed. 4. Authenticity. The absence of emotional masks. Most people walk around emotionally armored. They perform, they filter, they protect. But every once in a while you meet someone who isn't trying to impress you. They're present, they're real, they're emotionally congruent. That's magnetic. Instant bonds form when neither person is hiding. Authenticity lowers defenses. It signals safety. And safety allows connection to happen fast. This is why emotionally shallow interactions feel draining. They require constant self-monitoring, but emotionally deep connections feel energizing because you're allowed to be yourself. 5. Emotional availability. The rare willingness to connect. One final reason instant bonds are so powerful is simple, but rare. Both people are emotionally available. Many people want connection, but aren't open to it. They're distracted, guarded, or emotionally unavailable due to unresolved patterns. When two emotionally available people meet, connection doesn't need time to warm up. It's already allowed to exist. That's why these moments feel so rare and so memorable. What These instant bonds reveal about you. Here's something important to understand. If you experience deep, instant connections, it's not because you're too sensitive or too intense. It's because you're emotionally attuned. You notice depth. You respond to authenticity. You value presence over performance. And not everyone will resonate with that. That's okay. You're not meant to bond with everyone. You're meant to recognize the few who meet you where you truly are. The deeper truth about connection instant. Connection isn't about speed. It's about recognition. Recognition of emotional depth, shared inner worlds, mutual readiness when it happens. It feels timeless because it bypasses the surface and goes straight to the core. And once you understand this, you stop forcing connections that don't flow, and you start honoring the ones that do. A gentle invitation. If this message resonated with you, it's likely because you're someone who feels deeply and understands the value of meaningful connection. On Awaken Mindset, we explore the unseen, psychological patterns that shape your relationships, confidence, and inner life. If you want more content like this, low, reflective, and grounded in emotional truth, consider subscribing to the channel. And if you've ever experienced an instant bond that changed the way you see connection, share your thoughts in the comments. Someone reading them may realize they're not alone. Until next time, stay aware, stay grounded, and honor the depth within you.